Hello, and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video with me, Elven Dragon. So last episode we went and hunted down a few fossils from the overworld and the nether for display in our museum part of our fossil research lab. Between episodes we've been hard at work restoring some of the fossils to life. And we now have some animals that have grown up. So we are going to put these into various exhibits around the place. We are going to start with the Cambrian. So for each geological time period we go through, we're going to put a banner of the matching color down here on the floor. I thought about hanging it from a chain on the blocks, but apparently you can't put banners diagonally. They're on something unless they are on the floor. So we are going to take this banner and we are gonna head over to the trading hall because I finally have some shepherds in there for us to use the looms of. So I've gotten quite a bit more work done down here. We've gotten just about the entire second floor here done. We're just missing one projectile protection villager down there and to lock in all of our shepherds and get that guy put away. But other than that, this second floor is just about done. So each period of geological time has a specific letter code for each one. So what we are going to be doing is trying to build up banners that have each code on them. Let's see. Do that, and now I think we're going to need some more blue to re-dye the edges. We'll grab some of that from our cleric. And now I think if we do this... Oh, that is a thinner one. Okay. Well, I messed up on that one. Let's wipe off this banner here. Okay, let's try this again. So we want the thicker ones. And then and this might not work. Yeah, this is not working at all. Alright, let's try this again. It was looking better when we had this. That in. Change that one to blue. Now if I do... Oh, I could have just saved a bunch of time with just doing that. Wish there was something where you could get the top with just like that thick line. Oh wait, I know how to thin that up. Grab some more lapis. For those who are wondering why I'm struggling so much with this, I normally don't mess with banner patterns. Alright. Okay, that doesn't make that any thicker. And now if I do that, I guess that's close enough to what we want to do. Or at least as close as we are going to get. Alright, so let's get this put in. It goes on this block. It's not quite correct angle. There we go. Alright, so now that's the first of our banners in. So now for where we're actually going to be storing these animals, at least, once we have finished restoring them, is down here. So I'm going to get an area down here dug out and probably lit up a little better. And then I will be right back. Oh, hey, that's a, that skeleton's wearing diamond armor. Oh, cool. That's the first mob I've seen wearing diamond armor in here. Can I get out, please? I don't know, we only got the pants. Anyway, we've got the first of the tanks dug out here. Still need to do some replacement on the walls. And put this polished andesite all the way around at the bottom. Some of this might get turned into stone bricks, I'm not quite sure. But now we're going to, need a conduit so we can operate in here. And we're going to need some corals and some sponges to make up the reef. I'll probably go hunt down a few of those on a live stream. And then we will build up a glass wall all the way up. I think we will have iron door about here. We'll make that a double door with this creeper. And then I think we'll have a 5-block corridor before we get to the second tank here. So I'm going to go see how much corals and stuff I have laying about and dig out the rest of the tanks, and I will be right back. Alright, so we are back from our expedition, and we got quite a few more sponges. I also grabbed a conduit fuse over here, and I think in this tank here we are going to put sponges right over here, a small formation of them. And I think we will put 2 of our organisms in here and 1 in here, which this one has yet to be decorated yet. So I suppose it's time for us to get our first organism in. So because the animals that lived during the Cambrian were mostly soft-bodied, we don't have many fossils, but one of the places that we do find quite a few is the Burgess Shale Formation in Canada, and this creature is one of the ones that was found there. It is known as Opabinia, and in real life it measured about 1.5 inches to 3 inches, so between 4 centimeters and 7 centimeters. Obviously our specimen here is a little bit bigger, but it likely lived on the sea floor and used its proboscis to search the sea floor for soft food particles. So it would use this proboscis to pass food to its mouth, which would have been back here somewhere, and it had 5 eyes, because during this time we start to see eyes appearing as organisms start to become more complex than the corals and the sponges. We don't know if there were complex animals before then. There likely were, but we see such vast and sudden diversity in the Cambrian because that is when we start to see actual fossils. Alright, so our next animal that we have is called Anomalocaris, and it is thought to be one of the earliest apex predators, and its name means unlike other shrimp. The largest of them reached up to about 1 meter in length, which was huge for the time, and it is thought to have fed on trilobites, which are small arthropods that crawled along the seafloor, but the structure of its mouth suggests that it may have used suction and fed on small soft-bodied organisms instead. It has a rather interesting history because initially various parts of its body were found separate, so it was initially thought to be 3 different animals, but it wasn't until a fossil of its full body was discovered that it was realized that all of these fossils belong to the same species. And finally, we have our third animal, Wiwaxia, which was a soft-bodied animal that grew to about 5 centimeters long and is actually found around the globe. It was covered in a layer of scales and spines that may have served some protection from predatory animals, possibly Anomalocaris. It is thought that this is a very early mollusk, so it would be a distant ancestor of snails, slugs, and octopuses. And it used a couple of rows of backwards facing teeth to scrape bacteria or small food particles that would have filtered down from above off of the sea floor. Alright, so now that we have our Cambrian animals in, we just need to finish up the bottom part of the lab here. So I've got Puck on, do a bit of a time lapse. So without further ado, let's get that going. So now we have this whole area here dug out and the pathway marked out. Not quite sure what we're going to put into these side areas here. Might put in some crates or something. We might put in a few more tanks for growing up some more animals. But on the back side here, I think we're going to put a greenhouse. Once I finally get this floor finished up. I think we'll do a glass wall here. We'll have iron doors as well. And we will use this greenhouse for growing up the various plants that we're going to need once we actually start getting animals that are moving on to land. However, that is just about all the time we have for today. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and I will catch you all in the next one. Goodbye!